Hello, friends, and welcome to this lecture wherein we are going to understand or learn how to take inputs from the user as we discussed in the previous lecture. So, based on these values, that is the age and the name, these values were actually set and the values are fixed now, right? So, these values are static, right? So, we want to take the input. So, we will be running the same code, but we'll be like copying and pasting it below, and we'll be taking some or the other some input from the user. So let's just get started with the code. Now the code starts like if we have age is equals to, and I have int, or else let's say input, and I just ask now what do you expect from the user, a question, right? So no, to the user you expect a question to be asked to the user, so that the user will read it and respond with a particular value, right? So we have enter your age, right? And then we just beautify the code a bit. Okay, so that's done. And then we have name. So let's say we have name is equals to enter your name. So input, and we have enter your name, right? So that is done. These two statements are done. Let me just go ahead and comment these. And what I do is I just copy and paste this statement here, the last one, right? So if I paste this here now, okay, now I'll just comment the whole code, save it. If I just run this now, so what will happen is it will start asking me inputs. Okay, so let's just save this and run it. So below in the terminal, you will see that it is asking me for an input. The code has just stopped there at age, enter your age. So I enter 30, enter, and then I enter Meet Chetwa. So you don't have to enter any double inverted commas or anything. It is taking the value, right, and it will store it in the form of a string only. So see, we have already input, and then it will take those values, fetch those values which the user entered, and it will put them, or it will substitute them basically in the name and the age variable, right? So if I just type here the using the type function, type, and if I just write here age comma name, I don't think so this will work, but let's just try it out and then just run it. I enter 30 and I enter Meet. Yeah, it won't work. So it is only one value taken at a time. So we can just remove this and just copy this whole thing again for name. Okay, so we just put here name, save it, and now run it. So you'll be asked to enter the age, that is 30, name, Meet Chetwa, right? So what is it? It is showing us that the type of age and the type of the name variable, both of them are string, right? So they both are string now. If you want to do something with the age, okay, so let's say if age is greater than or equal to, so this is a comparison operator. See, greater than symbol, greater than or equal to. So what we do is we just we just write a code for a person who can vote. Like, what is the condition for voting in India? It's like 18, greater than or equal to 18, right? So if I write this code here and I print this statement, print, and let's say congratulations, you can vote, right? So you can vote now. And else, so else doesn't have a condition. We'll learn if and else statements in detail, okay, in the future lectures, but this is just for understanding what you mean by typecasting. So before, whatever we had done was typecasting actually. So this here which we did in the previous lectures is called as typecasting, and the live example I'm just showing it to you here is like in the else statement. What we'll do is we'll print, and we will print sorry, because the condition doesn't meet, so that is why we'll print sorry. And let's just save this. Okay, so it will print all of these. I don't want all of these to be printed, so just let me comment out these statements, and now let me run them. So when I enter, what happens, just see. Okay, I am eligible to vote, but now see what happens. Okay, now what is it? It shows that there is a type error. Okay, greater than or equal to cannot be supported with or between instances of string and an int. So there is one thing which is a string. Which one? The age which we entered is a string, right? So that is why what we need to do here is we need to convert this age entered by the user into an integer. So how to do that? Just typecast it, int age. So now whatever value is stored in the age, that is whatever number is stored in the age, will be now typecasted and converted into an integer, and now it can be compared with 18, right? So if I just write, and then if I write my name, press enter, C, I get the statement. So now the if statement is successfully executed, and that is why it goes to the next line saying that okay, congratulations, you can vote. Now just let me try for another value of age, let's say 10 years, and name, okay, again me, sorry, you can't vote, right? So okay, sorry. So that was typecasting, and then that was an if and else example also, but that was the main thing of this lecture is how to take inputs from the user. How do you take an input from the user? Another example of a inbuilt function in Python, input function. Okay, so we have studied three functions which are inbuilt functions in Python. That is, one is the first one we started with print. The first one we started with print. The second one we started with we did was type, and the third one now we saw is input. Okay, so see you in the next class. Happy learning.